Morning. Welcome to our weekly vlog on Unsung Heroes of the Bible. The mug I'm drinking out of today is from the Great Smoky Mountains. Spent some vacation time there over the years from time to time. And I know there's a lot of good Christian and churches in those mountains, and pray for them today, the believers in the Great Smoky Mountains, as they carry the gospel there. Well, our Unsung Hero Day, if you've listened over the last 2 weeks, you know it's from the same story from the Judges of the time when Deborah was the judge. And but sometimes when you think about unsung heroes, it's not the sword. It's today it wasn't a sword or a warrior. It was a woman with a tent peg. And if you're familiar with the story, you know what I'm talking about. But we're talking about Jael, the housewife living in the hills, who helped bring down a ruthless enemy of God's people. And she used nothing but courage and the tools of her everyday life, I guess you could say. In Judges 5:24, it says, "Most blessed of women is Jael, the wife of Heber, the Kenite, who most blessed of tent-dwelling women." That's the song sung by Deborah. If you remember a couple weeks back, we talked about the fact that she sang a song after the victory, this prophet and judge of Israel. And in that song that she sang, she honors Jael above all others. Why? Well, in Judges chapter 4, we find that Israel, under the oppression of King Jabin and his general Sisera, led a brutal army of 900 iron chariots against Israel, and they were very brutal in what they did. But God gave Israel the victory with Deborah and Barak, as we said before, but Sisera kind of got away from the battle and he fled on foot. He ran away. He ran straight into the tent of Jael, thinking he was safe there. Well, Jael welcomed him, gave a guest in my tent, and gave him milk to drink, and covered him with a blanket to let him sleep. And then when he was sleeping, she took a tent peg and a hammer and drove it through the temple of his head. Well, that's very graphic, isn't it? Sometimes the Bible is, but it's very powerful also. What makes Jael, this tent peg wielding woman, an unsung hero? Well, she used what she had. Jael didn't have military training, but she did know tent pegs, a hammer, and courage. In that day, women were the ones who pitched the tents, and she took what she knew and used it when the opportunity came as God directed her. She seized the moment. She saw the enemy of God in Israel vulnerable and didn't wait for somebody else to act or just go yelling, "Help, help, help." No, she acted decisively and righteously, because this was a very evil man who was slaughtering innocent people. Though she was the wife of a Kenite, which was a neutral tribe, allies of Israel, Jael chose to side with God's people. So, what lessons do we learn from Jael? Well, you don't need a platform to be powerful. She wasn't a prophet, a judge, a soldier, or anything like that. She was just a faithful woman at home, doing what she could do. Courage can look like obedience in the ordinary. God often works through our daily routines. God honors bold obedience. She wasn't reckless in what she did. She was righteous in what she did. She rose up in righteous indignation against the enemy of God, and the Bible calls her blessed among women. There's some personal takeaways we can take from this unsung hero of Jael. For example, this question: are you waiting for a spotlight to make a difference? God might be calling you to something right where you are in your house, in your tent, as in Jael's case. Your tent peg might be conversations, prayer, a phone call, an act of justice that you do. Will you be bold enough when your moment comes to act decisively on God's side? Like Jael, will you be found ready and willing when God brings an opportunity for you to stand, especially for His purposes? Jael teaches us you don't need to be loud or legendary. You don't need to have an armor to win a battle. You just need faith, courage, and the willingness to act when God opens a door. That's what makes Jael a true unsung hero of the Bible. And you can be an unsung hero as well. God bless you. Have a good week.